Okay, children. So before I start the class, let us discuss about this pandemic. I hope everybody is safe, and I hope all of you are just practicing this exercise or taking the precautions daily. So wash your hand often, avoid touching your eyes and nose and mouth, cover your face. Uh, Cover actually your cough or sneeze with a tissue paper. Disinfect frequently. Touch object and surfaces. Avoid close contact with people. So this is what maintains social distancing. And the same thing if you can, you just educate your neighbors, your relatives, your elders until the vaccine is not there. So we are living in very tough situation now these days. Still, the problem is. So now I would like to start the class. Children, last time I taught constructor. Any problem in that? So what is a constructor, Kavya? Kavya? Constructor is a special member function having same name that of its class. It doesn't have a return type, not even void, and it is automatically invoked when the instance of the class is created, and it is used for the purpose of initialization with a legal initial value. So this is all about constructor. So children, I hope the screen is visible to everybody. Hello. Okay, now children, this was the basic example of constructor. So I'm just going to have another example, and this time the sum of the array element. Here, okay, already it is created. So here what to do? Few things you have to consider, and that is these things are very important. This is one of the instance variable. So children, this is the instance variable. These are the two instance variables in fact. Now here the constructor is, and the role of constructor is to initialize this size variable, and after that to initialize this array. The array is initialized, and after that there is a function of filling the array. So you need a scanner class. One thing I will tell you, that I need to declare the initial scanner class object here only, and here what to do is enter array elements. So that is from 0 to less than size I plus plus. So the array is filled, and here is the function, and that is the array is so this is the display of the array. So now children, here one thing which is very important of this variable is for the size, and here I want to take the size of the array. Enter array size. Children, you can see that the object of the class scanner class is not available here. That's why it is red in color. And if you run this, that it is saying that a non-static variable SS cannot be referenced from a static context. So it means that the scanner class which you have declared here is not available in the main method. And earlier I told you that whatever you are going to declare just after the class declaration is available from the opening and closing brace of the class. So main method is within the opening and closing brace of the class, then why these variables are not available within the main method? So the reason is that main method is a static member function and these variables are non-static variables or data members. So any non-static data member or member function cannot be used directly within the main method because main method is static. So what you need to do, you can do one thing, either you define another scanner class. You can define another scanner class. So you have defined, it is working now. But what is the purpose of defining another scanner class? Is there any solution so that we can use the same scanner class within the main method? Yes, there is a solution. So what to do is just make this scanner class static. So if this scanner class you have made static, so the same scanner class object you can access within the main method also. Now you can see there is no red color of this. It is not highlighted in red color. It means it works. So now if you run this program, you will be able to input the size. I hope it is clear. And now what to do is you need to create the object of the class. And here you are passing the size. And after that you are just calling this input function. And after that you are calling this display function. So the process is very similar. The execution starts from the main method and it ends within the main method. The size is 10 and you can see that these are the elements you have entered. So the elements you have entered and the same elements are on the screen. So children, what is the purpose of constructor here? The purpose of constructor is just to initialize these data members, which is the array and the size. So execution always starts from the main method and it ends within the main method. And now what to do is we need to create one more function so that we can calculate the sum of that. Get sum. So here we have got a variable total t. So this we started from 0 till it is less than size I plus plus and t is equals to t plus a of I, return t. So children, this is the code which will calculate the sum. We need to call this function here. Get sum. Total is t, that is total. So here what to do, the size is 5, and here you can see that the total is 15. The array is 1 2 3 4 5, and now you can see that the total is 15. So I hope everybody has understood this. If not, then please tell. I am posting this question on GCR, this solution. So I hope you people have understood this. And if not, then please tell. Any problem, children? Okay. Children, I told you that scanner is the class which we have, the object of the scanner class we have defined here. And if you remove this static keyword, it will become a non-static scanner class. And since the main method is static, that's why this object SS has been highlighted in red, because it is not accessible here. We cannot use that object of scanner class here. So there are two methods. Either you create any one more object of scanner class within the main method, or you just make that scanner class static. Now the same object you can access now. Now that red color is removed. Shreyansh. Understood. Okay, so this is all about scanner class, constructor, and static members. So static means, so if you, children, there are two type of variables. One is instance variable, another is class variable. So if any, here you can see that this scanner class object is also a variable. Actually, it is an object. It is also a variable, but in front of that scanner class, we have attached a static keyword. That's why it has become class variable. And the array and the size is actually instance variable. Suppose we are going to create another class, suppose class example, and then there are three variables I have declared. In front of first two variables I have not written anything, but here I have written static. So what will happen, this int c will become a class variable, and a and b are the instance variables. So further I will tell you what is the difference between instance and class variable. So okay, one more question we are going to do. So please see that. In this we are going to find out the smallest and largest element within array using function. So first of all, this array is declared, this size is declared, this n will, and here it is, the array is initialized. Static scanner, why I am making a static, you all know that now. And here after that, enter array elements. So that is from 0 to less than size, and here a of I is ss.next int, and the void display, so that is the array is So it is like this here. And now here we have to find small and large within this function. We will be doing it later on. This is the main method. This is the size of the array. Enter array size, that is S. So we have got that. This is the object of the class, passing S, obj.input, obj.display, and obj.find. And here we need to write the code for the smallest and largest. So children, what to do? Just define two variables, one is small, one is large, and S is equals to L is equals to A of 0. So start a loop that will go from 1 till it is less than size I plus plus. So if S is more than A of I, then S is equals to A of I, and if L is less than A of I, then L is A of I. And after that, what to do is just print the smallest element is S and the largest element is L. This was, children, this is what we have done, and now execute this part. So here the size is 5, the elements are 12, 2, 34, 4, 56, and you can see that the smallest element is 2 and the largest element is 56. So in case any query, any issue, then please tell. So please tell if you have any issue, any problem, children. Class, any issue, children? No problem? Beta, please tell. Asmit Prakash, any problem? Shobhar Gupta, Snehal Chandra, Kavya, Arnav Mohan. Okay, so this is one more thing I would like to tell you, children. Suppose here you don't want to print the values here which you have got. You want to print the values within the main method, but function can return only one value. So what you will do? So here what you can do, you can return array. So the return type in that case will be int square bracket. It means the function is going to return array type. And here what to do? Return new int. This is the structure of the array. I am going to define, and here I can pass s comma l, and this s comma l is actually the smallest and largest value, where s will get stored at index number 0 and l will get stored at index number 1. So this is the statement with the help of which during the runtime you can create one array. So array will be returned. So here in the main method, what you will do, int b square bracket like this, and then you can print the smallest array is b0 and the smallest element is b0 and the largest element is b1. This is what you can do. So if any problem, then please tell. b0 and b1. So here suppose there are 5 elements. So you can see that the smallest element is 12 and the largest element is 43. So class 10th, if you have any doubt, then please tell. Class 10th. That is dynamic initialization. It will get dynamically initialized. Actually, this array is already being initialized here. What we are getting, we are only getting the address. And that is known as aliasing. If a same person is having two different names, that process is known as aliasing. Suppose at home your nickname is something and in school your name is Shreyansh Yadav. So if your nickname is having some, if the person with that nickname is having some problem, it means Shreyansh Yadav is also having the same problem. So what we are doing here, we are just returning the address of the newly created array. So that address will get stored here in B, and now we can use B. The same array which we have created in that function is being used. We are not created a new one. Any other problem, any other query, children? Class 10th. If you have any other query, please tell. Class 10th. Any issue, then please tell. Now one more question. So children, we are going to do one more question. Okay. Class 10th. And this time linear search. We are going to search an element using constructor and functions. Again, this array is initialized. And here the scanner class object, better to make static. And here void input. Now enter array elements. And now one function we are going to define, search. In this I am passing element. This function will return the index number at which the element is located, and otherwise this function is going to return -1. So you just start a loop that will go from 0 to less than size, and here if a of I matches with element, return I. So when return I executes here, the normal functioning of the normal execution of the function will stop, and if not found, the function is going to return -1. So if control reaches successfully at the bottom of this function body, it will return -1. So in the main method, what to do? We need to declare the size. So here enter array size, that is ss.nextInt, and create the object of the class, which is linear search. Obj new linear search, passing this size, obj dot input, obj dot display, and here one more variable is needed, that is element, and it will receive the index number in this variable p. So what to do is enter element to be searched, that is element. So we have got that. Now create the object of the class. We have already created. Okay, we need to call the function obj dot search, and that is we are passing element, and if the value of p is -1, element not found, else element found at index number p. So children, this is what we have done. So here what to do is, the size is 5, the elements are one more, that is 35, and we want to search 34. It is there at index number 2, that is 0, 1 and 2. Children, one more time we want to execute. The size is 5, 12, 34, 32, 23, 56, and suppose we are searching 34. 34 is there, we are searching 35. So 35 element is not found because this time the function is returning -1. So children, this is another question which is based on constructor. So this is how your approach should be. So the best thing with this method is that every individual function you can declare separately, and in examination every function is having some weightage, some marks are allocated. So this is the way you can just I hope you all have understood. Any problem, then please tell. So children, any issue, any problem, then please tell. And now I am sending the link of the Google form so that you people can mark your attendance. I hope you people have understood. So if you have any doubt, you can stay. Otherwise, you people can leave. Thank you.